Welcome, this is a starter tutorial for making Ever After High and Monster High doll dresses. First you want to make the top. This is the top piece. Take it and center it on the front of the doll and wrap it underneath her arms like this so it should stick out a bit. And hold it in place with these fingers. Then take your fingers, press down, and make sure everything is smooth. Wrap it around the doll's body. It'll be a lot extra because this is kind of built for Barbie, but it works for these dolls too. And they're a lot thinner. So take a piece of tape and press it so that it's holding all of the extra in place in the back. And that's the top. To make this skirt, first I'm going to prepare the circle, which you do by folding it in half and pinching the edges. Then fold it into quarters. Make sure to line up any lines of decor and fold and pinch. And keep going until you get to this point where it would be difficult to fold it any further. And unfold out to the half and start at one end and fold it like that. And basically we're going to accordion pleat the skirt. So first fold one way and then the other way. And some folds will already be in the right position, other you'll need to do yourself to fold. And be sure to press everything snugly in place. Then when you're done, it should be like this. Cut out the middle white part. And that's how you prepare a circle. Now, since I'm turning this into a skirt, I'm going to cut it the back, and this will make a skirt piece. And I'm going to take this skirt piece and wrap it around the doll's waist, overlap the edges in the back, and put a piece of tape to hold it in place. I'm going to add an overskirt like this one by taking a small circle that's been prepared and cutting the back just like for a regular skirt. And then I'm going to wrap it around the top of her skirt and overlap the edges in the back and tape. Another way of doing the overskirt would be to make a split front overskirt. You take a prepared circle and cut until you're almost to the top, but not quite, and then fold back. The edge like that. And the other edge. Then you just wrap it in place like the other one and tape in the back. And it's the same method to make the big circle split front overskirt. This is what it looks like from the back. You've got your two edges that are folded over. I'm going to add a wraparound collar, which basically just take the belt piece and wrap it around her shoulders. This will restrict their posing, so get them in the pose that you want before you do this. And tape the collar in place. And you want to make sure that you get both ends with the tape so that it holds it in place securely. Another overskirt is this one, which you make by taking the straight skirt and folding it in half this way. Pinching. And this is basically exactly the same method that you would make a circle skirt with, only you're doing it with a rectangle piece instead of a circle piece. You unfold out to the half point, and once again do the accordion pleat folds along the lines. Fold it. There's no inner circle to cut out here, but you can take the cutout piece of a circle to get an idea of how much to cut out. Since these dolls are much thinner than a Barbie's waist, which is what this size is made for, I'm going to cut about this much off of it, which is a little less, off the tip, and then it's ready to be an overskirt. I'm going to unfold it, and you'll notice that there's two folds that don't quite match up here. So I'm going to take and make one extra fold, and that'll make everything look right. And then on the other side, I'm going to cut this open. Once you've cut it, you may want to press it together to make sure that all the folds are in place properly. Then you would just wrap it around as a normal skirt and tape in the back. You can either place this straight on or at an angle as hers is. And if this piece is too small to go around the waist, then just trim it off a little bit more. These are two examples of sleeves, a puff and a middle puff. Take a small circle that's been prepared and cut it in half like this. Each of these will make one of the sleeves. Wrap it around the doll and overlap the edges underneath. You want to tape it while it's on the doll, but I'm just showing you that there's going to be a slight empty space here, and I'm going to put a piece of tape to hold everything in place. To make either sleeve, you just pinch in with your fingers on whatever point of the sleeve you want to put the band around. You can see I've pinched in at the bottom there. Next, to make a band, I'm going to take a strap and fold it in half. And then you can either cut or just quickly tear the piece. Take a small piece of tape, put it on the end. You need to be very careful not to get your doll's hair stuck in the tape while you're doing this. I just had that happen, so I had to rearrange my shot. So take this strap and wrap it around the doll's arm at the point where you pinched. Try to get the overlap of the tape at a point where it's not really going to be noticed. And then just do some final arrangements and adjustments so that everything ends up where you'd like it. And that's the puff sleeve. And then do the same on the other side. So by mixing and matching combinations of these pieces you've just seen how to make, you can make a lot of different outfits. There are more advanced outfit pieces and combinations on my website, printabledollclothes.com.